This award, and when you hear this story, my goodness, this award is the Biden Courage Award for Bystander Intervention. Bystander Intervention, and that's going to be presented by actor Adam Devine.
Keep it going for SUNY, everybody. Thank you. Good evening. Guys, I got the final award. Yeah. It's for the Biden Courage Award for Bystander Intervention. It's given to an incredible young man with an even more incredible story. This award is being presented by the NFL. Kyle Richard is a junior kinesiology major and football player at SUNY Cortland in upstate New York. Last summer, Kyle was at an off-campus party while at home on Long Island when he heard noises coming from the bathroom. He banged on the locked door, and he heard what sounded like a woman crying for help. Kyle put a shoulder into the door, pushed it open. Yeah, he's a jock. And inside was a scared young woman and a guy trying to assault her. After seeing Kyle, the perpetrator fled the house. Kyle asked the young woman what had happened, and she replied, "He was trying to rape me." Kyle immediately ran after the perpetrator, catching up to him in the front yard and confronting him. The perpetrator started to back away, but Kyle continued to pursue him, asking him what he had done. The perpetrator, well, I'm going to speak for myself, the loser, then pulled out the gun and shot Kyle 3 times, hitting him once in each leg and then the third grazing his shoulder. Thankfully, Kyle's friends were there and they called for help. The perpetrator was caught a few days later, and Kyle miraculously was able to return to the football field that fall. Yeah. Yeah. Since this incident, Kyle has become an advocate working at SUNY Cortland and in the local community to raise awareness on sexual assault and the importance of being a bystander. Please join me in honoring Kyle Richard with the 2018 Biden Courage Award for Bystander Intervention. Kyle Richard, everybody.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank It's On Us for awarding me with such a prestigious honor. I never thought I'd be in this position, and to be here, it really means a lot. I'd like to thank all my coaches, whether it was CYO or high school or college, for always teaching me to get back up after I fall and always to be the active bystander. Also, I'd like to thank my family for always being there for me in times of need and, you know, just times in general, the good and bad. Lastly, I would like to thank everybody who's been influenced by my story. I hope it really brings change, and it's really tough, the topic of sexual violence, but I hope my story has influenced people to really take a stand against it, male, female, anybody. So thank you very much.
Kyle, before we go, hey Kyle, come back here, Kyle. We're not done with you, Kyle. Before we leave the stage, there's something else. As you know, this award was sponsored by the NFL, and they wanted me to give you a note from Commissioner Goodell congratulating you on your award. Yeah. You've made us all very proud with your actions. Let's keep it going for Kyle, everybody. Come on!